Damn! We're all alone here, right? Tom's voice barely rose above a whisper, like the soft rustle of wind, too faint, too eerie. The forest around them stood still, the abandoned campground, hidden deep in the woods, felt like a graveyard for lost memories. Old tents, faded signs, half-collapsed cabins. No one really remembered what happened here years ago, but there was something about this place that made the chill run deeper than the cold night air. Ashley shivered, but not from the cold. Her eyes glittered with panic, though she tried to mask it with a forced smile. "Did you hear that, Tom?" She clutched her flashlight like it was her last lifeline. "Hear what?" Tom turned around, his eyes scanning the dense shadows. The darkness was so thick that the beam of their flashlights barely made a dent. There was a voice. Somewhere in the trees. Ashley stepped closer, her breath quickening. "Someone's out there, Tom." "Jesus, Ash. You're just freaking yourself out." Tom tried to stay cool, but his voice betrayed a tremor, something deep down gnawing at him. The forest was too quiet, too still. A pause, as if time itself had frozen. "Listen," she whispered, and his heart started pounding harder. Somewhere out there between the trees, something moved. A faint sound, barely perceptible, like the wind's moan. And then again, a voice, indistinct but unmistakably human. That's not an animal," Tom finally admitted, the last shred of confidence gone. "Maybe it's one of the other campers?" They pressed forward, searching the shadows as if trying to peel back the layers of the dark and find the truth. But the forest gave them nothing but alien stares. Giant glowing eyes flickered in the treetops. At first, they thought it was the reflection of their flashlights. But those eyes, they were moving. "God, they're watching us." Ashley's voice quivered like a taut wire ready to snap. "That's not an animal, Tom. Whatever it is, it's hunting us." A crash behind them. Tom and Ashley spun around just as a low growl rumbled, deep enough to make the earth tremble. Something large and shadowy tore out of the dark. Too fast, too quiet. Tom was thrown to the ground, his hands scraping against the dirt as he scrambled to get up. "Run, Ashley!" he shouted, fear freezing his veins. She was already sprinting toward the old cabins, barely holding on to her flashlight, but the creature was right behind her. Ashley slammed the door of the cabin shut, but the thing pounded on it with such force that it felt like the walls would give way any second. Through the small, grimy window, she saw the glowing eyes flashing in the darkness, burning with feral rage. "What the hell is that?" she gasped, her voice on the edge of hysteria. Tom was still out there, and she prayed he had found somewhere to hide. But even through her panic, she knew no one was getting out. Not tonight. Through the creature's ragged growls and the sound of its claws raking the wood, she heard a whisper. That same whisper from earlier, but now it was closer, sharper, like someone was breathing right in her ear. "We're here. We've always been here." The whisper faded into the night, leaving her alone with the predator. Screams tore through the chaos of panic. They blindly rushed toward the trees, desperate for safety, only to find despair waiting for them instead. Every step echoed louder than the thunderous crashes of their terrified hearts, racing faster than lightning strikes, illuminating fleeting moments before being swallowed whole again by the encroaching darkness. One by one, they vanished into oblivion, their frantic cries drowned out by the eerie wails that echoed across Blackwood Forest, until silence blanketed everything. Except for the soft rustle of leaves sighing heavily overhead, forever bearing witness to the tragic fate unfolding below. Over time, and perhaps even now, the camp remained untouched, save for the occasional whispers slipping through the tightly woven branches, where no human dared to tread, lest the story repeat itself under the watchful gaze that never once